Hey, CFW. Let's go into this week's programming. I'm going to go over each day, get you guys in the mindset and what you to expect this week. And if you guys know, this is the last week of the cycle, and then we'll be starting something new going into next week. So stay tuned for that. Just still cooking it up, getting that ready, but should be exciting. Heard all your feedback too as well, and I love to hear that everyone's enjoying things. So let's get into this week. So Monday, we're gonna finish off this back squat cycle with seeing where we're at with our 5 rep max. So in 6 sets, we're gonna try to build up to a heavy set of 5. So start lighter in the first kind of couple sets, and then build up gradually. You kind of want to time it or build up in such a way that you're going to be close to hitting that 5 rep max, or even trying to see if you can set a PR on that last set of 5 back squats. So if you're thinking about it, it'd be kind of like this. It's like, let's say my goal, I know that I want to see if I can hit 200 for 5 on my back squat. So how I would time that is I could look at, like, okay, I'm going to start maybe the first set at 100 pounds, then the next one's at 120, then 140, and then I'm slowly kind of creeping up until I get close to that 5th or 6th set. And then around there, I'm kind of attempting that heavy 5 rep max, or even going above that. Maybe I'm trying to beat my old score from last time. But the idea here is to, as well, to just set a benchmark, just to see where you're at with your back squat. Back squat's an awesome way to kind of see where your leg strength is, where your skills at. There's just a bunch of different skills all in one, and just to see where all your progress is at. Again, it's just a data point, but a really good one to see kind of where your strength is at, where your skill is at, and then we can look back at this and use this as a way to measure progress. This is just one data point that we can use to measure. So that's the goal of the first part. And then our workout goal here is like, let's get a workout in. I don't want you guys to completely kill yourself in this one, because this week, as you can see, there's some repeat kind of tests that are coming up from what we did in the beginning. So I try to kind of balance out the week so that you guys can still approach each one with as much fuel and as much attention as possible without burning out. So today's workout, it's mainly an endurance workout. I want you guys to be getting a good sweat on, but not trying to set records here, because tomorrow we got a benchmark that we're going to be doing. So I don't want you to crush yourself completely. Just think about kind of moving today. So the workout is for time: 400-meter run, 75 double unders, 50 jackknives, 75 double unders, and then 400-meter run. Mainly endurance with this one. And the idea is like just moving consistently. So how I define that is that your rest times, if I were to measure your rest times are the same. That means you're breaking it up in such a way that you can keep repeating the effort. But if your rest times get longer each time, that means that you're kind of going to failure with each set, and then you're burning out early. So think about that today. It's just like, keep focusing on keeping the rest times consistent. Okay, I know you would say like to keep the work time consistent, but look at the other way around too. The rest, how much you rest, try to keep that consistent. The intended volume for this one is to get to the run and start it, or pretty much be done finishing that last run there. So ideally, that's what we're aiming for. So that takes care of Monday. Gonna get the week started off with mainly like a strength test. Going into Tuesday, we're going to test our endurance. We're going to go into a full-fledged kind of endurance test here. We did this early on in the cycle, if you guys remember this one. So it's called a repeat offender. 3 rounds for time, or 3 rounds for total reps. It's 2 minutes of rowing calories, 1 minute rest, 2 minutes of burpee plate jumps, 1 minute rest, and then 2 minutes of wall balls, 1 minute rest, and we do 3 rounds of that. So I would look back at March 17th and see what you did. See if you can beat that. So just take your rounds and reps and then try to divide that across the board. Let's say you did 300 reps, for example. That means it's 100 reps per round there. If you want to try to beat that, it's like, okay, can I aim to get 105 or 110 on each round? Where can I kind of keep pushing the pace? What did I do last time that this time I can be a little more efficient? You guys have done a lot of endurance work up to this point, so you've built a capacity coming up into this, but also strategy can play a big part in this to help you perform the best in this. So same test as the beginning of the cycle. We're just going to look back, see how we did, see if we can beat that. Post your results, see what kind of PRs you get on this one. And this is a good one to just look at endurance. Just another data point to look into that category for you guys. Wednesday, we're going to go into another benchmark. If you guys remember this one was the strict 6. So this was a test of a lot of upper body strength, stamina and endurance kind of, I think some people think of it as the same thing, but they're different. So stamina is kind of like, when you're doing ring rows and then your muscles get tired and then you can't really do anymore, that's kind of more stamina. Endurance is more of that kind of like cardiovascular component of it. I kind of look at those as two separate things. Okay. So there's that cardiovascular component, and then it's like, how much can you actually utilize out of the muscle too as well? So this is going to be more about challenging that utilization of it. So the stamina of it and the strength too. You need to have the strength to even play this game too as well. So being able to do these RX, like we need to have the strength. And we've been doing a lot of strength work coming up to this point. So it's a good time to kind of test that. Now, for those of you newer for this workout and haven't done it before, just pick progressions today that you're doing about 4 to 6 reps before you need to take a break. The idea is to get as much work done as possible or get this done within the time cap today. If you guys are newer to this one, again, like see where you land at. The idea isn't to like necessarily finish the first time. It's supposed to be kind of a test of upper body strength, stamina. So you will get stuck. There's a lot of pushing and pulling, and it's going to be a plethora of different kinds of upper body movements. But the idea is to just like see where you're at with your overall stamina and strength, your upper body. Chip away at this and see how far you can get. Ideally, the long-term goal is to be able to do this RX. So that means do it as is and get it completed in the 20 minutes. The cool thing with this one, you can complete in any order, rep scheme that you like, break it up however you want. But the idea is to, again, I would say try to get at least some reps of everything on the board. Don't just make it a workout about the horizontal ring rows and the push-ups. I want you guys to do at least 1 rep of everything. So it also makes sense for you too as well. So Wednesday after that, your arms are going to be pretty sore. Going into Thursday, I know I've hearing a lot of feedback about this as good feedback, like, okay, keep this going. Yeah, I'm going to definitely keep this going in the next cycle. So don't worry, this is something that will be there. I know just personal experience, it's like trying to do something low intensity, no high pressure or anything like that is super important to do. And I trained a really long time with a lot of kind of like intention that I need to go hard and fast every single day. And that doesn't have to be the case. And I'm trying to kind of change that a little bit, try to keep you guys like feeling good coming into each session and feeling like, okay, it's fun. Keep the pressure a little bit low, and then put the pressure on the days that are required, but then also kind of like make sure you're modulating the stress across the week too as well. So the low intensity work on Thursdays. Today is going to be a 20-minute row at 60 to 70%. And then every 5 minutes for 3 sets, we're going to do 10 rotating med ball slams, 20 plate jumps, and then 20-minute bike after that at 60 to 70% with med ball squat cleans and plate jumps. So idea is just get moving, get the heart rate up. Don't need to be going fast. It's just about kind of just getting a little bit of a sweat on. That kind of flow of getting like the blood flow through your body, just getting something going is very helpful. And just, again, feeling good. Again, not chasing numbers in this, not looking to perform, not trying to race. It's very important to kind of just give that nervous system a little bit of a break and go at a lower intensity, especially if you're going 5 days on or you're going 4 days on, just to have a little bit of that break in there. So that's Thursday. Friday, we're going to deload the strict press. I know your arms are going to be pretty sore from this. So we're going to deload this 5 sets of 5. Just keep it light. Like, it should be easy. The idea is like just get the bar moving, working on the technique, but it's not about like crushing PRs on this one. And then our workout is going to be a fun one for time, 10 minutes, 60 dual dumbbell deadlifts, 45 dual dumbbell hang power cleans, 30 dual dumbbell push jerks. RX, or the goal ideally, whether it's today or in the future, is to work up to 50 pounds for the guys and 35 for the females. And this weight, like whatever weight you choose, we want to be doing each round in about 3 to 5 sets. So that looks like 6 to 10 reps per set. So that's kind of like where you want to be with it. Ideally, you guys get into the dual dumbbell push tricks by the end, and or finish the workout in the 10 minutes there. Saturday comes along, we're going to keep it a deload again. I want you guys to just keep the nervous system calm down. You've pushed a lot this week, so let's just keep the nervous system like not from redlining. AMRAP 30 at 60 to 70%. You're going to row 20 calories, and then we're going to go 10 single arm ring rows, 10 inchworms, no push-up, 10 squats, and then 20 cal bike, 1 wall walk, 10 walking lunges, 20-second bar hang. So idea is just to move in this. We're not racing, trying to get as many rounds done as possible. Just as long as you get like the heart rate up, get a little sweaty, but again, it's meant to be low pressure. We're not going hard, and I don't want you guys to be going hard every single time. So Saturday, again, keep it fun, keep it easy. Sunday, we're going to go into our mobility and strengthening work. This has been really good stuff for you guys. I think like it helps expose a lot. So expect some more kind of coming up in future videos, taking you guys through some more things that you guys can work on. Today is about assessing kind of the ankle and foot mobility with squats. So we're going to work on moving the toes, strengthening the toes, different kinds of movements. There's a lot of sensors on the feet, and they're usually underutilized. We look at the bigger parts of our body rather than those parts that actually have the most amount of impact on our brain. And so this is the goal for this, is like to expose that for you and to help you kind of understand like what your body actually needs, or what does your brain actually need to move better. So today, when you're going through these drills, I'm going to get you to actually assess after each exercise and see how you feel. Does the squat feel better? What feels better? What feels worse? And that's really good to understand for yourself, so that you can kind of target those things that you need the most, and also help nurture the areas that maybe you're not assessing well at. You'll do a drill, and then maybe you get tighter, and it's like, okay, that's interesting. How is that showing up in other movements? Maybe if I move my ankle a certain way and then my squat's getting tighter, or my hips are getting tighter, well, maybe that's showing up in other areas too as well. So it's good to work on rehabbing that movement, like restoring the function of that and making sure it's safe. So that would be the idea of that first part. The WOD, actually fun one, movement that we haven't had in a while, Turkish get-ups, really good body coordination, balance, strength, core activation, bunch of different things going on with this one, but really good skill. 6 Turkish get-ups, so 3 per side, and then 15 box step-ups, 6, then 30, 6, then 60, and then finish off with the get-ups here. The idea is like we're going to challenge our core with the single-sided movements. When we do single side, our core is going to have to work a little bit harder to kind of balance things out a little bit, and balance kind of plays a part in this. And the Turkish get-ups, I didn't put a weight. Choose something that you're doing 3 reps of, where you have like maybe 2 to 3 more you could do before you kind of have to take a break. So it should feel like a 7 out of 10. Maybe that's a 50-pound dumbbell for you. Maybe it's a 10-pound dumbbell. Find what makes the most sense. You keep the best technique in the positioning, so you can get a good workout out today. We're going to be challenging core, upper body a little bit, and then a lot of leg stamina in this one. So have fun with this week. Stay tuned. We're going to go into a new cycle very soon. So keep your eyes and ears, your emails open, so that you guys can hear about what's coming next. Go through that email, get yourself situated with it, and then we're going to attack this summer with some fun workouts, new cycles coming along. So other than that, guys, have a great week, and we will see you at the gym.